What's up, YouTube? Peter here, rolling heights. Got my 2001 Camry, and I'm changing the engine mount, just the front one. Okay, and I wanted to just show you guys the difference between a good engine mount and a bad engine mount. Okay, the left one is my stock one, the OEM one. If you notice, you see that? I could literally wiggle the engine mount. See, and some of you guys will notice when you're driving, you're hearing a clunk in the engine. Let me know if this sounds familiar. Listen to this. Listen to this clunk. You hear that? See how it's loose? Listen to that noise. Well, that's what I'm hearing when because my car's a stick shift. So this is the cover for it. Okay, it goes like this. I'm hearing this clunk every time I shift gears. And I've changed this mount before, but I used a stock one. I used a non-OEM one. And wow, you guys, don't ever buy those non-OEM ones. They are junk. I don't care who makes it, they're junk. Okay? I want it to be cheap. I spent $40 for an aftermarket one, and it was junk. Don't ever buy an OEM one. As a matter of fact, I replaced the aftermarket one back to the original one. Luckily, I never threw it away, and it's night and day. Yes, there's a little bit of noise, but it was night and day. 8,000 miles later, I decided to go with a brand new OEM. So this is the part number 12361-74241 for an OEM Toyota brand new engine mount. Okay, now if you notice here, it doesn't even move. See, so I know it's gonna be a huge difference. I'm so excited to drive the car after I replace this. It's pretty simple. You just need a oh, by the way, this part number is for a manual transmission. I think there's a bit difference, just a bit difference. But anyway, you're going to need a 17mm socket, a 10mm socket to remove the dust cover in the bottom of the car, and a 14mm socket. Now, what I do first is that I loosen this top bolt. There was a top bolt here, which is 17. Just loosen it, okay? Just break the seal. And these two 14mm on the top, right here. And then there's another one in the bottom, which is this one. It goes right there, right there. So once you loosen those, you got to get a jack, put like a little piece of wood, and just support the oil pan with it. Okay, make sure you put that wood so it doesn't dent your pan. And all you got to do is support the weight of the engine so that when you remove the engine mount, it does not drop. You don't want that to damage. Now I'm going to try to install this new one in here in front of the camera and see if I could pull that off. I really doubt I could, but let's try. So you just, well, with me I don't have the power, the cruise control, so I'm just going to go through this area right here where the cruise control usually hangs out at. Yeah, this is going to be really tough, but I'm going to try for you guys. All right, take this off. If I could do it like that, lift it up some more. Let's see if I can pull it off right here. Alright guys, one-handed. Let's see if we can do this. Now, if you guys have a tough time putting it back on this way, let's see, you might have to loosen up the top square bolts right there. Pause it real quick. Alright guys, so I was able to put it on. I had to pause it real quick because I needed both my hands. So now that it's in here, you just align the holes. So I'm going to start with the 14mm down here on the right side of the mount. Again, if I can't get this to go, I'm going to have to loosen these 4 bolts right here that connects to the engine mount. The engine mount, let's call it their bracket. Just align the left side. Install that right here. Oh man, you don't want that happening. see if I can pull those switch hands. Again, just try to hand tighten it first. The objective here is to align the holes first. The reason why is because if you tighten it, you won't have any play on the engine mount, and you could damage the thread. Okay, so you don't want to over tighten yet. You see how I can still move the engine mount. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the bottom piece, the bottom lock nut. The bottom one's right here. Put that one on. There you go. Again, hand tighten only. Okay, now this is where a little bit of a alignment will have to be. Okay, so now I need the 17 might not align in there right now. I'm gonna try. Okay, let's see if I can get it through. Oh, and one other thing. Oh, it does go through. Nice. Okay. The non-OEM one, the aftermarket ones, you guys, you have to literally like try to maneuver everything just to be able to install it. That's how you could tell that it's really cheaply made. Really cheaply made. So now I'm gonna lower down my jack real quick so I could tighten this up, hand tight some more all the way till it touches the top. Okay. Okay, lower it all the way. There, hand tight. So now it's hand tighten. That's how you want it to be. Just hand tighten for now. Okay. I'm going to get my 14 millimeter. Okay, and I'm going to tighten this up first. Okay, so that's tight. And this is tight. Left side tight. Just hand tighten with the socket for now. Okay. I'm going to go with the bottom one. You guys kind of get the idea now of why I'm doing this, that it aligns. You want this thing to align. Now that it's hand tightened, I can remove the jack. Remember, my car is on ramps. Okay, my car's on ramps. Okay, so now I'm going to lower it all the way. There you go. Pull the jack out. Now, I can start tightening up everything. Okay, let me pause for a little bit. Alright guys, so there it is. I installed the new engine mount, front one. Like I said, if you're using an aftermarket one, you are going to notice a huge difference. I've done the aftermarket one. It's really bad. And in the aftermarket one, you'd have to take off your upper, they call this, I think, a dog bone mount. Okay, and you're going to definitely need to remove the bracket here that connects the engine mount to the engine block, because the holes don't align properly and you take the risk of stripping the threads. So yeah, like I said, I had to bite the bullet on this one. This was $165 and some change online for a brand new original Camry mount. I mean, this is just really bad. So that's it, you guys. It's pretty simple. Like I said, you know, first you want to put your car in ramps. I put my car in ramps. If you could fit underneath, hey, more power to you. 17 millimeter socket for this, 14 for those on the left side. First step, you put it up. Make sure you have a support underneath the engine so it doesn't drop. Just enough so that it's holding the engine mount in place. You loosen up the 14s, first the 17, then the 14s, and then there's another 14 in the bottom. Once you loosen those, do not remove them first, and start loosening them off one by one. And then when you put it back on, you can just simply slip it back in. Make sure the holes align. Do not force it if it doesn't align. And you know, you might want to lift the engine a little bit higher just so you can clear the space between the engine mount bracket and the engine mount itself. And once it clears, there's this little piece right here. like a guide that'll show you it's on correctly. Otherwise, it will not seat properly, and you guys will enjoy your mount. Look at this. This is my old one. Okay. Every time I shift gears, I hear this clunk, clunk, clunk. Okay. Like I said, between this that has about 170,000 miles on it, the original one, versus the aftermarket brand new one, night and day, you guys. Night and day. Do not use aftermarket mounts. They are going to destroy your car. The Camry is going to run like a tin can. You're going to hear vibrations in the car, like as if you have a high-performance exhaust. Some of you might like that, but with me, I hate it. When I'm in a stoplight, your whole car vibrates. Your license plate vibrates. You guys get the idea. Do not go aftermarket. Just bite the bullet or just leave the original one back on, even though it's really bad, because I tell you right now, you guys, it's a big difference. Listen to that. You don't want to be hearing that. You start your car, you hear this clunk. Alright guys, don't forget to press like, put your comments below. You know, like I said, do everything at your own risk. Be really careful. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. You just put the dust cover back on. You're set to go. Enjoy your Camry. This one's a particular one. I have a 2001 that has 170,000 miles, and I'm looking for another 500,000 miles on this car. Enjoy your guys' day. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like. See you guys later. Bye.